you believe that being overweight is beautiful,
Yes.
even if you're 400 pounds.
Yes.
And why is that? And that's not like helpful, because that's just making people think it's okay. And then they just glamorize their obesity and they glorify it, and they do all these things that are the opposite of health.
Unlike people that have a fast metabolism and, it's easier to lose weight.
It's super interesting you brought that up, because I used to be 320 pounds.
There's no way.
When I was overweight, I didn't see those people saying, I'm actually miserable. They were just like, I'm fat and cute. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, me too. But then, where were they when I couldn't walk up the steps? Miss Alabama won, and she was like 400 pounds. Should we get rid of plus size models? Should we just stop that, right now, as soon as possible?
Yes.
I saw this lady on X. She said her daughter died from taking this drug.
Oh, wow.
And that broke my heart.
Life is about risk. And
But you don't have to be elaborate. That's the thing. Welcome, everyone, to the Step It Up podcast. Today, I am with Briana Gonzalez. Welcome.
thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Being here. Oh, my goodness. I'm so happy that you're here. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and all the things.
I am an actress. I also do scare acting, film acting. I am also a theater person.
Okay.
I love being on stage. I'm a performer by heart. I also work at Knott's Berry Farm as Snoopy and Friends.
Okay. What does that mean?
So I work with the characters.
Okay.
The characters there. I get to host them. I get to be around them and make children happy at Knott's.
Aw, that's so sweet.
It's a theme park, if anybody didn't know, but yeah.
I had no idea, but thank you for telling me. Okay, so what got you into that? At what age did you start falling in love with acting and things?
Well, I want to say what age, it would have to be around when I was 13,
Okay.
just because I needed a getaway.
Okay.
I needed to get away from, having a rough childhood and coming up. That way you just needed a distraction, and I tried band, I tried other things, like talking to a therapist, but it didn't work. So I ended up just trying theater, trying dance, and I fell in love with it then, and it's like my escape from reality.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you said you had a hard childhood. Are you open to talking a little bit about that, or?
Oh, yeah, I can talk about it. I didn't really get to grow up with, my mom and dad. It was rough just because they were both influenced by, drugs and all that other stuff. Yeah, and I ended up going into the foster system due to that, and I was in it until I was 18.
Wow.
Yeah, but by the grace of God and the above, my grandma ended up getting custody over me and my sister.
Wow.
So she raised us, and I have her to thank because she made me the woman I am today.
Oh, that's really beautiful. That's not easy to go through, so I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I'm glad that your grandma was there.
Yeah. And, honestly, I don't regret what happened and how it happened, because without it happening, I probably wouldn't be where I am right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm really curious what your thoughts are on body positivity.
I honestly, not gonna lie, at first, I wasn't really okay with myself. And I wasn't body positive just because I felt like I wasn't healthy enough and I didn't like the way I looked. And then something clicked in me, and I think body positivity is something that everybody needs to have. I'm very positive with myself now. I'm more confident in myself and how I look, and I feel like everybody would just be happy if they were more comfortable in their own skin.
And what does being comfortable in their own skin, what does that mean to you, or what does that look like to you?
Just accepting how you are born and how the higher power gave you your limbs and your body. Yeah.
So do you think that babies are born obese or overweight?
No.
Okay. And so do you think that being overweight is something we should celebrate or accept, or they say, oh, you're beautiful even though you're overweight?
Yes, I feel like honestly you're beautiful no matter what.
So you believe that being overweight is beautiful?
Yes.
Even if you're 400 pounds?
Yes.
And why is that?
Just because, I wasn't 400 pounds I didn't weigh 200 either, but I thought I was obese, and getting told by a doctor saying that you are obese, it's tough. And me personally, I feel like anybody should feel beautiful in their own skin just because you're who you are for a reason.
But do you think being obese is part of who you are?
I would say, wouldn't necessarily say that exactly, actually.
Right. So you can
But
you can have like a beautiful soul, but
yeah.
it doesn't mean that you're beautiful like on the outside.
Honestly, you had me there. You got me there. I want to say,
Then you look at a 400-pound person and think like, "Wow, you're beautiful." Has that happened to you?
I mean, I haven't really seen a 400-pound person, if I'm being
Or
completely
any
honest.
overweight person? Like, do you really think like, "Oh yeah, she's so beautiful"?
I honestly feel like everybody's beautiful in their own way, but when it comes to being overweight, there are certain things, health reasons why people can't lose weight.
Right.
And honestly, my metabolism is very slow, so I don't, process food fast, and I don't break it down, and it just end up gaining the fat. Unlike people that have a fast metabolism and, is easier to lose weight.
It's super interesting you brought that up because I used to be 320 pounds.
There's no way.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. I was 300. I have a photo. I could show you. Yeah. I was 320 pounds. And I also heard like this excuse of, oh, well, some people can't lose weight. And I learned that that's not actually true. Like anyone can lose weight no matter what. Like there's no disorder, there's no like metabolic thing. Like it's true that people maybe they call it big bone, but that's not really a thing. It's true that people maybe have a slower metabolism, but it doesn't mean they can't lose weight. Like anyone can lose weight, which is awesome because that means there's like no excuse to be fat basically.
Yeah.
And because I lost 160 pounds and I did it naturally and I did it when I was 15 and I used whole foods and movement, the excuse of like, oh, well, it's just because my slow metabolism or I have a low thyroid, like that's just not a thing. And there's ways to kind of like help your body out. Yeah. So what do you think about that?
Honestly, I kind of agree with what you're saying. I do get it. With me personally, I do have a slow metabolism, but I feel like you can still lose the weight, but it's just harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a little harder.
And it takes a lot more time than you think.
Maybe a little bit. I think there's slower, faster ways for sure for anyone. But going back to this beautiful thing, like you believe that anybody is beautiful. Is that what I'm hearing? And when did you like kind of learn that or have gained that opinion?
I want to say it was when one of my friends that was on the bigger side had broken down. And she wasn't happy in her own shell because she just felt like she wasn't beautiful. But her personality and the person that she was beautiful, despite how she looked. Because regardless, her face was beautiful. She might not be comfortable in her own skin, but I personally think it's beautiful.
Do you think it's helpful to tell her that she's beautiful, or do you think it's more helpful to help her with her eating disorder?
I feel like telling her that it's beautiful, but helping her in general.
What does in general look like to you?
I would say helping her try to find some kind of food plan if she needs to change her diet. But just know that you're still beautiful no matter what, but you can be even more beautiful and more comfortable in your own shell if you do change your diet or try other things that can help you with losing weight.
So I come from this perspective of like women used to tell me I was beautiful when I was 320 pounds, and it harmed me because I believed them and I kept gaining the weight. And so I'm curious to your point of, do you think that that's really helping them lose the weight by telling them they're beautiful? Because it's kind of just making them complacent in the way they are, even though they're kind of crying out to you like, look, I know I'm not beautiful. I feel insecure.
And if you just say that you're just telling them that they're beautiful and you're not helping them at all, then that I understand. But if you're saying that, hey, you're beautiful no matter what, but you should try this, is different.
But isn't that a lie? Because we know they're not beautiful. Like, fat people are not, like, don't we know that? I mean, is that true?
I mean, if you're like 600 pounds, then that's when I feel like, I think it just honestly depends on the weight. 300 pounds to me, I have to see it in order for me to like.
I think any amount of overweight is like, do you? Any amount of overweight is just like, that's not pretty. I mean, do we agree?
I guess I can agree to a certain extent. I don't know. Like, it's really hard for me to, like, it's not that I'm lying to them because everyone is beautiful no matter what, but I just don't want to.
Okay, what do you mean everyone is beautiful no matter what? Like, there are fat people that are not beautiful.
I just feel like telling somebody that is overweight and telling them that, hey, you're overweight and you're fat.
That's helpful because
You
they're
think
gonna.
so?
Yes, because look, so body positivity tells young women and young girls like us and older, any size is beautiful, any size is healthy, you're totally fine.
Okay.
And that, I mean, have you seen that online and stuff?
Honestly, I have not, but I have watched your podcasts.
Okay.
So I have
Okay.
seen what you guys have, what's your opinion on certain
Okay.
things. So yeah.
Okay, great, awesome. So they tell you it's beautiful and healthy to be morbidly obese and like even overweight. And that's not like helpful because that's just making people think it's okay. And then they just glamorize their obesity and they glorify it and they do all these things that are the opposite of health. They just keep eating the bad food. They keep getting sicker to the point where they can't get out of bed. They're depressed, they're anxious.
Okay, now I kind of agree now. Now that you put it in that perspective, then yeah.
Well, that's actually what's happening. Like, we're starting to see a shift in the media and in the magazines and in the clothing brands and everything. Like, it's just like plus size is becoming the new normal, the new beautiful. But that's not beautiful because those people don't feel their best, but they could. But now that we're saying, oh, you're totally fine, we're having people be okay with this complacency, this gluttony. I mean, overeating is number one, a sin, but it's also bad for your body. And that's how you become overweight. You agree?
Yeah.
So, do you have a lot of overweight friends?
I have at least a few. Some of them right now are actually on a weight loss journey.
Okay.
And some of them are, stuck.
Are they on GLP-1s?
Honestly, I do not know.
Interesting. Have you asked them or you don't ask?
One of them tried Ozempic.
Okay.
Yeah. One of them did try Ozempic, and she did lose some weight, but then she ended up switching, or actually stopping for a while. And she lost a little bit more without it, and then she flatlined. That's what I call it. Like, she just stopped and stayed at that weight, so then she tried a different medication and more exercise, and she also changed her diet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you ever tell your friends, like, hey, you're overweight or you're fat? Or do you tell them, oh, you're a beautiful girl, don't worry about it?
Honestly, you're a beautiful girl.
Why?
I don't know, because I'd never seen it from your perspective. And you've changed my perspective now. And seeing it from that one just makes it... I honestly feel like... I don't want to cuss. But honestly feel like an ass if I were to just, say, like, you're overweight.
Why would you feel like that? Like, who made you feel like you can't say that? I want to know.
Okay, because when I was chunkier, I got called fat a lot by my grandpa. Every single time he saw me, he's like, you're getting fat, you're chunky, you're getting even fatter, like, you need to do something. And just hearing that, like, made me more depressed. Than saying, hey, like, you look good or whatever. It made me more depressed, and it got me to the point where it made me do something about it. And that's part of the reason why I started losing weight.
Interesting.
It was because of the depression and because of me getting called fat.
And so, honestly, though, this is actually, what you're saying is actually what helped you start losing weight. Whether you liked it or not, people will definitely come at me for this and whatever, I don't care. But he actually helped you lose weight by telling you the truth about your body, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
That is probably what it is. And you got me there.
And then people and doctors and nutritionists and people online, they'll say, well, shaming people is bad. It doesn't help them lose weight. And it's like, I'm not saying we should just go around and tell everyone they're ugly and fat. Like, that's not my point. My point is, if we're just more honest with people, we can actually see changes in their lives and help them, rather than just saying, it's like somebody doing cocaine and being like, oh, it's fine, you're beautiful, keep doing cocaine. Like, we don't tell people to do that. So why do we treat them the same when it comes to eating?
Yeah.
And so I feel like that was actually helpful for you. And it's not that I want people to get depressed, but most people who are fat are depressed, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
And most people who are fat are anxious because of their diet and their lifestyle.
I think it's just with certain people, they just don't know where to start. It's really hard. It's really hard to, like, get into the meals and, what to cut out of your diet and what to eat, what's bad for your body. I honestly didn't know where to start. And I still am learning as I go.
Are you on a weight loss journey right now?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, if I were to show you a picture of what I looked like, probably like 3 months ago, I wasn't, overweight, but I can share what I weighed. I weighed 197,
Okay. And you're how tall?
and I'm 5 foot,
Okay.
so I'm short and compressed, you
So
guys.
192 for 5 foot is a lot for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot, and now I weigh 172.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow, that's pretty good. Like almost what? Almost
it's like 20
20
pounds-ish.
3 months? That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
So how do you feel 20 pounds lighter?
I feel more energetic.
Okay.
I don't feel as tired as I was.
Amazing.
It was really hard walking upstairs, and
No, I know, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
it's
get
so
out of breath.
hard.
it's so bad.
I know. And see, this is what I mean. You're being honest right now. And I'm so happy that you are because people who have the courage to say being overweight sucks. It's painful.
Yeah,
It's not fun. It's not comfortable.
it's not.
It's not freeing. It causes like mental problems in your mind. Like this is what the body positivity community forgets to tell the people who are watching.
That is true.
And that is what made me so sad because it was like when I was overweight, I didn't see those people saying, I'm actually miserable. They were just like, I'm fat and cute. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, me too. But then like, where were they when I couldn't walk up the steps, you know?
Yeah.
Where were they when I couldn't get out of bed and I was staying up till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
and I was anxious and depressed? They weren't there for me. They were not like helping me. So that's the kind of thing. So how would your approach be now with your overweight friends? Like next time they're like, oh, do I look cute in this? What are you going to say?
Oh, I'm gonna probably tell them and be like, if you want my honest opinion. I was like, do you really want my honest opinion? Because I am a straightforward person when it comes to things like this. Like, well, not like this in general, but I'm straightforward in general with my friends. But now, I would honestly tell them, the outfit is cute, but I feel like you can look even better if you were to do these steps.
Ooh, what steps would you tell them to do?
I would tell them, well, first off, I would ask them, like, what is their diet? And I know most of them would say fast food. Mm-hmm. And I would tell them, you need to change your diet. You need to find some kind of meal plan for you. Hit the gym. If you want a gym partner, I can go with you. And just motivate them in a good way. But I wouldn't necessarily just go up to them and tell them, you know what, like, actually, you look not good right now. And
why wouldn't you say, like, oh, you look a little overweight or, like, got a little belly? Like, would you say that? I feel like that's helpful because if you can like point like you got a little belly, they might be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna work on that. You know?
I mean, if they're honestly, if depending on what they're wearing, I probably would have been honest because there was one time when I had to like, I did tell my friend, hey, like, suck it in for a photo, and it was, I felt bad when I said
What'd
that,
she say?
but she said, okay, just get my good side, and then
There's no good side when you're fat. They're all bad. They're all round and they're all bad. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a kind-hearted person.
But you can say it with kindness, no?
Yes, and saying it with kindness, yes, I feel like I can do that. That's why I said how I said it. Like, just tell them, like, honestly, you don't look the best right now, and I do want to help you. And here are the steps that you can do.
I like that.
And even if they're not the right steps, you can always do your research and find better steps for you that are comfortable for your body.
Okay. All right. So if you had a choice to wake up tomorrow fit and toned, would you say no?
I would want to be fit and toned.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I figured. So why do you think, well, let me ask you this. Do you think it's empowering to eat whatever you want?
No.
Okay. That's good. That's good. I like that we're in the middle ground there. So do you feel like you love yourself truly?
There are times, honestly, where I feel like I don't love myself. And it's not just with my weight. It's with, friends, family, feeling like a burden. More of the case. But majority of the time, I do love myself. And I'm starting to feel more comfortable with and being more confident in myself now.
As you lose the weight?
As I lose weight, yes.
Interesting. So it's like would you think you were confident when you were 195 pounds?
I would say I did have confidence, but it wasn't as confident as I am now.
Was it fake confidence because you were like unhealthy inside?
No.
No, it was true confidence.
It was true confidence.
Where do you think that came from? Because being obese is not like a beautiful thing like we talked about. So how do you think you had that, or where did it come from?
I'll give an example. I recently did a show. It was Heather's the Musical for Polaris Performing Arts. I was casted as Veronica Sawyer, one of the leads, and stereotypical Veronica Sawyer would be skinny. Broadway version of her, she is skinny. And I got casted. And I was 197 pounds, and I didn't think I was ever going to get casted as that role. And I was honestly scared that people were going to make fun of me. And I went to TikTok. I did some videos for that, and I also did some with Eric, my co-star. He posted a video of us, and I looked at the comments, and I thought I was gonna get some hate about me being big, like why is Veronica this big obese girl, and it was the opposite. There are some girls that commented saying it's really nice seeing a bigger Veronica and a bigger Heather Chandler, or not Heather Chandler. I want to say Heather McNamara, or any Heathers in general. And they said this gives me more confidence in trying to go out for a role of my dreams. Like it's possible for them, because it was possible for me.
So do you think that's a good thing?
It's probably not, but it honestly, in that moment, it made me feel good that I made other people.
Well, it
confident.
validated the kind of behaviors that you were having at that time, in a way. So, like, it's super interesting that we, like, kind of innately know that being obese is unhealthy. We innately know, and then you had that fear, like, oh, they're going to say something. And, I mean, in all honesty, I think any promotion of obesity, whether it's a role, whether it's a movie role, whether it's a cast, whether it's a TikTok, whatever it is, like, in any form, is like, to me, it's not cool, because it's like we don't show people doing cocaine on the streets. We don't take videos of them. We don't like put them in movies on purpose, I don't think, to glamorize and glorify this. But when we make the role of a movie, or for example, Miss America, or I don't know, one of the states, Miss America or whatever, she won. No, it was Alabama. Miss Alabama won, and she was like 400 pounds. And all these girls who worked so hard didn't get the role, but Miss Alabama got the role.
You think it was like a guilt thing?
Well, yeah, I do. Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And so when like all these people commented the good stuff, I'm like, well, how many girls did that video show them? It's okay to be obese. It's totally fine.
Probably a handful. And I know
that's
there's like
sad.
It is.
Not that they should leave hate on your video. I think like the most helpful thing that they could say would be like, you know, go for a walk, let's go to whatever it may be. But like, I don't think that them being like, I'm more confident now because of this. Because what if like 50% of those people were 400 pounds, 300 pounds? They're just going to get sicker and sicker by watching stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's super interesting. So now you have a little different view of that. Or, do you?
Yeah.
That's super interesting. But at the time you didn't.
No.
You wanted the validation almost from people that what you were doing was okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But even then, like, that video was just, it was promotional. And, you know, I wasn't the biggest, but, you know, still.
Do you think they made you the role because they wanted to glamorize obesity or, like, lift obesity up in any way?
No.
No. Were there other girls auditioning that were lighter than you?
There were a few other girls that were.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they didn't get the role?
They didn't get the role.
But you did?
Yeah.
And you don't think it's because they wanted to glorify obesity or promote obesity? Because they're now making the lead casts of many movies obese.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Honestly, I don't know about the movies, but with the musical itself, I worked for them. So I also choreographed the show.
Yeah.
So that also had a part in picking my role.
Yeah.
So I wasn't the lead the whole run. I was only the lead for 2 days, and then Mackenzie Taylor, she was the Veronica.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was she obese?
I don't think she was.
Okay.
I mean, she's lighter than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is she overweight?
I don't know, because I don't even know her weight.
Oh.
And she doesn't look it either. So it's kind of hard to tell sometimes when you, like, there's people that are probably like.
You can probably tell if someone's overweight.
Well, yeah.
Unless you have a body positive lens, which you might still have a body positive.
I probably do, but maybe after today, I'm probably gonna.
I'm taking it away.
You're probably gonna take it from me.
Well, I mean, I think that's a positive thing. I mean, do you have people who tell you that you're beautiful and gorgeous and you go
Yes.
girl? Okay, who are those people in your life? You don't have to say their names, but Your friends, family, like, I don't know. I'm just curious.
It's friends and family.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think do men do that to you too?
The one outside, my best friend. I'll call him out. Ray.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't, like, other men in your life don't?
No.
Interesting. Do they tell you the truth?
They do, whether it's harsh or not.
Okay.
But I don't have a lot of men in my life right now either, so.
Why is that?
I've been through a lot.
Okay.
I've been through a lot with some men in general these past 7 months. And it's been really hard, so I like try to distance myself and started focusing on my career and what I want to do with my life instead of men. But the only man that I need is technically my dad and my best friend Ray. Yeah.
Okay. And do you guys talk ever? Because I knew earlier you said you guys don't really have that.
Yeah, I have a better relationship with my father than my mom.
Okay.
Even though with the situation going back to how I grew up, I did get taken away from my mother at first.
Wow.
And then in 5th grade, it was my dad. So then I got taken away again. So
Your dad's still using?
no.
No? Wow.
My mom is, unfortunately.
Do you ever see her?
I do here and there, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
and I try to build that connection with her, but it's really hard to be around her when she's like that because I just don't want to be around people that are using. It doesn't make me comfortable.
No.
And I don't want to like say, "Hey guys, this is my mom," like, and then they're like, "Okay, she's cracked out."
Yeah.
But my dad, we rekindled.
Okay. When
And
did you guys rekindle?
We rekindled when, honestly, I want to say when I was like 19.
Was that when you were 195 pounds or before?
I was honestly, I think at that time I was like 160. I was gaining the weight.
Wow.
So it was gaining. The weight that I remember that I was at when I was that age, like a little bit younger, would be 120. I think that was when I first got my driver's license.
Wow.
I was 120.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you've been good with your dad since then, kind of, or better?
Yeah, he changed his whole life around. He was very bad at one point, and now he has his own apartment. He has his own car. He has a job, and he goes to church. Yeah.
Wow. Big changes. Wow.
And he's trying to drag me back into church too.
Oh, so what do you're not a church person?
I used to be. I was raised with Christian and Catholic, so I've been to both churches. But me personally, I don't follow religion.
Are you an atheist?
I guess you can say that.
Really?
Like I believe that there is a higher power.
It's a good start.
I believe that there's a higher power, but I just don't think that their name is God or anything like Jesus or Mary, any of the above.
Okay.
Yeah. I know it's bad. I know I'm probably going to get hate from it, but it's just, I don't know.
Interesting. Okay, well, we're not a religion podcast, so I'm not even going to dive into the religion thing, but I definitely do believe in God. I do believe there is a God. But that happened to me through my weight loss journey. Before I lost the weight, I didn't believe in anything. I was completely atheistic. I thought I was the most important person in the world, like me, victim. So that was kind of my journey to finding out that there is something bigger than
I think mine was the opposite.
Really?
I think it was the opposite. Just growing up, I did believe that there was a God. But then having all the stuff happen to me as a kid, it was traumatizing, and I thought God would be by my side, and it felt like I was so alone. So that's what made me think that. And, you know, I'm not saying I wouldn't go to church or I wouldn't, you know, sit there and hear the word of God, but I would do it. But I just, you know, it's not that I'm not comfortable or anything. It's just more like if somebody wants to take me to church and wants to open my eyes, then I'm willing to do that again.
So you're open. Okay,
So
you're
I'm
open.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good start.
Yeah.
What do you think about like men not wanting to date obese people?
That's trash.
Really?
That's trash.
Why?
I don't know. I can't say that either because I did date a few people and I was 197 when this happened. But I don't know. I guess it's not their cup of tea then. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly.
Do you think that men should change their preferences to be with obese women? Is that...
Oh, definitely not. No.
No. Okay,
No.
so men are allowed to say, I don't like obese women to you.
Yes.
That's fine. They're allowed to say that.
Yes. Maybe like a change of words though, not straight up. Like I don't like fat people. Like I wouldn't want to
Why
hear
not?
that. But
Why not? That's just the
because I
truth.
just think it's
Don't you like the
mean.
truth though? Don't you like the honesty?
I do like the
Don't you
honesty.
hate when people lie to you?
I do hate when people lie to me.
So what if a person was just honest and was like, I just don't like fat people. I'm not going to date a fat person. Aren't you like kind of like, okay, I like the honesty there.
I do like the honesty, but it's kind of hard. It has to grow on me just because.
Do you think fat is a bad word? Let me ask you that.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What's bad about you're fat? Like, what's bad about saying that?
I don't know. I just it sounds mean. Like there's other ways to like go about it
What's
than
mean
being.
about you're fat?
Oh.
It's not like you're grotesque. Or
Okay,
it's
well-
not like you look Gorlock. I mean, those are mean. That's mean.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't say fat then. I feel like obese is a bad word.
Why is obese a bad word? That's like a medical term to diagnose somebody who's overweight.
I don't know. It's mean to me. It's
So
very
me
like
saying you're obese, that's mean.
yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It just feels mean. It just feels
It
like
feels
like
mean,
It
but
feels like a
there's no
forbidden word.
reason
It feels
why.
like a forbidden word. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Like, who made you feel that way? Like, when did you start feeling that
It
way?
would be my grandpa. But again, like it goes both ways here. It goes.
So he said you were obese, then you lost the weight, but you're saying that obese is a bad word.
I know it's so confusing, but I
No,
just
but this is what I mean. Like, the logic behind body positivity doesn't make sense.
yeah, it doesn't. It
And
really doesn't.
And you're even proving it right now.
Because you're opening my eyes, and it's like everything that I'm saying actually goes with what you're saying, which is crazy because I never seen it that way before. But I feel like it's gonna take some time to actually like be truly honest and say somebody is fat for me.
I mean, that's. I'm not saying you should. I mean, yes, you should. But anyway, the point is, I just don't get, like, I'm trying to figure out the root of, like, why you think obese is even a bad word. Because I think, like, that's a problem. If, like, doctors can't medically say, like, hey, you're obese, you gotta lose weight.
Okay, I think
Because people like you think it's a bad word, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think what it is though, I think it's okay. So I had a friend. I don't want to like talk fully about this, but
Fine. Say what you're comfortable with.
she was very obese, and she was called those names.
Okay. Obese.
He-
Fat. You want to say it with me? Obese.
Obese
And fat.
and fat. Yes,
It's okay to say.
and I think with certain people, they'll take that like as thank you for being honest. But there are other people's like this one that takes their own life.
Okay. I've heard this excuse too. I've heard that being obese and being fat and saying those names make people do that. But I gotta be honest with you. It is not somebody's fault to tell somebody the medical truth. Them doing that is their own choice. And I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying that that should have happened to that person because that is horrific. But then we also have to talk about the fact that ultra-processed food has been linked to people committing suicide, which is so sad. That is so sad that obesity is partially a problem and part of the reason why people commit suicide. And if they were not obese and if we had told them the truth sooner, they wouldn't have even been in that position. And also, we can't be responsible for how people react to what we say. That is something every human has to learn how to respond to situations. I mean, do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
As hard as it may be, because that
Yeah.
is a tragic story, and I've heard many stories different than that, but I've heard people say, well, if you said to someone they're going to do something, I said, that is not my responsibility to take on.
Yeah.
And that is not my fault either. For trying to help somebody get healthy for the sake of their life and their lifespan.
Yeah, you see, I agree with what you're saying, but it's just the words is just the hard part for me. Because there's other ways to go about it instead of, like saying, hey, you're fat and you need to do something about it. Like,
I mean, what do you think about, like, saying, like, oh, put your arm down? That's helpful.
I would say, honestly, you look great, but you can look better.
Yeah, but, like, what about, like, just being so blunt sometimes? Like, yeah, you just got to put your arm down, and then you'll be okay. Like, just lock the fridge, lock the pantry, Some people need that because they're
That's
so addicted.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, there's, like, sugar and flour are, like, more addictive than cocaine, which is shocking. I can't believe that. I'm still like in awe of that. But I was so addicted to sugar that I would go down my hill to 7-Eleven. I'd like fill myself with donuts, Sour Patch Kids, and I'd hide it in my room from my mom. And then she'd come in and I'd be like, I'm not eating anything. And then she'd leave and I would be eating all night. Like all night long. I was eating. Eating. I'd throw stuff in the trash and I'd go in the trash can to get my scraps just to throw it up all again. Like that is how much people are suffering and they're not talking about it because it's not pretty, it's not cute. Even people in the healthy community don't talk about it to this level because it's not like a fun thing to talk about. Like nobody really wants to talk about like the fact that they're like going to the 7-Eleven and buying 12 boxes of donuts and, you know, eating it all and, you know, like that's not a fun topic. But if we don't talk about it, we glamorize it, we just keep enabling their behaviors that are harming them so bad.
Yeah, then I can agree on that then.
So what about obese and fat? Are those still bad words?
No.
Are you going to start like normalizing that they're okay to say for yourself?
Yes.
Can I ask you like who made you feel like it wasn't okay to say that?
My grandma.
Oh, so your grandma's body positive. Usually the older people aren't so body positive.
She told me that she would never say anything bad about my fat, but she like taught me that it's like rude to say certain things.
Really?
Yeah.
So she's like saying people are fat is mean, saying someone's obese is mean.
Not necessarily. It's more like in general because she's the one that not trained me.
Raised you.
Me.
Yeah.
She raised me, so it just the way that she was raising me, there are certain things that I could and couldn't do or couldn't say, and that was one of them. But it wasn't just that; it was other things as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what else did she teach you about body positivity that kind of made you form the opinions you have today?
Honestly, she told me that I look good. She did tell me that I look good when I was a little chunky. Mm-hmm. But now she said I look even better.
Really? Mm-hmm. Even though, what's your goal weight?
I won't ever get there, but...
Don't say that. Yes, you totally will. Don't say that. You totally will get there.
I'm going to disappear if I get there, though. No, I'm just kidding. I want to be at least, like, 140, 130.
Okay.
120 preferably, so it matches my ID. But other than that, like, I don't think I would be able to.
120.
I feel like 120 is unhealthy for...
I think that's a normal BMI for your height.
Is it?
5 foot, yeah.
I'm like 4'11 and a half, so like 5 foot, yeah.
I think 120 is pretty healthy. You guys can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure
I'm going to look this up later.
I think that's a healthy range. No, that's possible for you.
Okay.
And are you exercising every week or?
Yes. I do exercise at home. I have some weights because with my weight loss, there is some flubber happening.
So are you on a program? Do you like follow someone or like how are you doing the weight loss? Are you calorie counting? What are you doing?
So it started with musical theater.
Okay.
With musical theater, I recently, besides Heather's, I recently was in a show for RCC Newsies. I was still 197 at this time, and it was just a heavy dance show. And also there was a lot of climbing. So with that, when it goes into rehearsals, you have like, 5-hour rehearsals, 7-hour rehearsals, it varies. And I don't like to eat a lot before rehearsals because you're dancing, you're moving, you're acting, you're climbing on stuff, especially for Newsies. So I ended up just eating like a granola bar, maybe some fruit, and a lot of water. And I wouldn't get hungry. And it's not that I was starving myself. I did have, protein, stuff that's necessary, but I just didn't, have that hunger to, start eating stuff. And then I started portioning my food. I don't like going out to fast food a lot, and if I do, I portion it, or if I, want to eat it, I only eat, 1 or 2 bites. I can't eat a lot.
Interesting.
So now my, I guess, my whole stomach has changed.
Do you take a Ozempic or a GLP-1 or anything?
Not Ozempic. I tried Zepbound.
And you're still on it?
Yeah.
Interesting. And what have you experienced on it?
Well, this one was preferred by my doctor. They told me not to try the other ones just because there's so much bad stuff happening and a lot of bad things were being said. But with this one, as for symptoms, just the first symptom that I had taking it, my body was very sensitive. If you touched me, just like this, it would hurt. But that was just the one day, and then after that, it would be waves of nausea, but randomly, and I hardly get it. Which is crazy because my doctor even said, you don't really have symptoms. And you're not, you don't have the symptoms that other people are like having. You hardly have them. So I don't know if that makes me like better. I don't know if that's.
That is so, I didn't even know you were on Zepbound. Wow, that's really interesting. So I am doing a big investigation on these drugs right now.
Oh, well.
Because I'm seeing. You did see.
I looked. That was the first thing that I saw when I looked
Really?
up the podcast. Yes.
What did you see? I'm curious. Was it Sabine Hazan that you saw?
I think so. Yeah.
Dr. Sabine Hazan. Yes, love you, Sabine, if you're seeing this. She's an awesome doctor. She's a gastroenterologist, and she's done so many clinical trials, and just I can sing her praises all day. But these drugs, you're saying you only experience nausea. Did you experience anything else on these drugs? Like any side effects, anything else other than nausea? Numbness, vision worries, hair loss, bone density issues?
No hair loss.
How long have you been on it?
I'm on my second batch, so it's
Second
been
week?
2 months, I think.
2 months.
I'm on my second month.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And within 2 months, I've lost so much weight.
20 pounds, you said?
Yeah.
20 pounds. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. But I haven't like felt any other symptoms besides, just the waves of nausea. That's the main one. I haven't seen any hair loss.
Did you throw up at all, actually?
No.
No, just nauseous.
It wasn't even like nauseous to the point where you have to throw up. It was just like if you eat too much and then you like start getting nauseous because of that and then it goes away.
That's so interesting because when you were describing your eating, I was like, what is making her only take a bite of a burger from like a fast food restaurant?
It is that.
And you know what's super interesting is you came on today, like before we started talking, body positive. Like all girls are beautiful, all bodies are beautiful. Meanwhile, you're taking a weight loss drug. That is so interesting.
I am sorry.
No, don't be. No, I think honesty is important, but I also think that this is what's lacking. So now you're also seeing a lot of body positive influencers taking GLP-1s, but they're still promoting obesity. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think that overweight women should post photos in their bikinis online? You think they should post their bodies and bellies and everything? No, you don't.
No.
Why is that?
When I'm scrolling sometimes and I see something like that.
You don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Do you want to see big morbidly obese women in bikinis?
No.
Is that going to help you want to lose weight?
No.
No. You heard it first, you guys.
No.
It is not helpful to see fat women in bikinis. That is just not helping our society in any way. And what about like models, plus size models on the front cover of Vogue? What do you think about that? Is that helping you? Is that making you feel good and pretty? Do you think that makes anyone feel pretty?
Honestly, I feel like there's like a handful of people probably.
I think it makes skinny girls feel pretty to see fat girls. Have you had skinny girls tell you you're beautiful?
Yeah.
I don't like girls that do that. You know why? Because they're lying to us. Because they wanted me when I was overweight to feel pretty so that they would lessen their competition. Do you see that as a thing? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Have you seen the skinny girls be like, yeah, you go, girl? And they're like 400 pounds and you're like, something's wrong here. You're so gorgeous, and you're telling her that she's. But you know what? It's funny if you told her that she looked like the skinny girl, if she looked like an overweight girl, she'd be like, that's not nice. She would not be happy if you told her that.
Yeah, I honestly think it goes both ways with obesity, and then being super skinny. There's like a middle ground.
I think thin is healthy. I think anorexic, of course. I'm not like being anorexic. That's never been my brand. That's never been my vibe. No, not into that. No, I agree with that. I do. But I think that having plus size models hasn't helped our society either. Do you think it's helped our society?
A part of me has, honestly, before being on this podcast with you, because I had a different vision.
And what was that vision?
Just, that everybody's beautiful in their own shell. Like I said before, I believe that everyone should be comfortable in their own skin, no matter what.
Even if it's so bad for their health.
Yeah.
That they're not actually comfortable in their skin. They're just not telling you.
Yeah, and then now that we have this conversation, you kind of open my eyes.
Kind of. What do you mean, kind of? Like,
Okay,
what's still lingering? What's still... No, I really want to get to the root.
It's still the obese, and it's just being, like, not being straight up, because I can be straight up, but it's just a way about going about telling somebody that I have an issue with, just because I feel like I'm an ass.
Should we get rid of plus size models? Should we just stop that like right now, like as soon as possible?
Yes.
Really?
I agree. After having this conversation
Wow.
with you.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm like so happy that you're like on board with that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should start a petition for this.
Honestly, I'd sign it. I'd sign it.
You guys heard it first. Sign it. Okay. What do you think about sending fat people to like kind of a weight loss, I don't know, camp, if you will, like kind of like certain people, like 400-pound people, 600-pound people, they maybe need more like an isolated environment, and they have like institutions like this already. Do you think that's a really good idea because some people don't have that self-control out there in the ethers?
Mm-hmm. I honestly feel like that would help, but I feel like what they need is more motivation. Yeah, because I don't think a lot of big people would try.
But that's what I mean. Like a camp might actually help them because they will be kind of in an isolated environment where everyone is there on them all the time. Like, you know, accountability.
I can see that.
Right?
I can see that. But I don't know if they would go willingly. Do you think they would go willingly? Like,
Depends. I think it depends how they're approached. I think it's how they're approached about it. I do because, you know, my problem is if you just keep enabling them that body positivity is so good and that they're so beautiful, they're just gonna die on their bed and they'll never know what it's like to feel healthy. And so I think there is a certain level where people need that help. It's like I look at it as like a drug. Food is like a drug.
Mm-hmm.
But the only problem with food is that you can't just eradicate it from your life because you
Yeah.
have to keep living with it forever. You'll die if you don't eat. So that's why I think it's one of the most challenging relationships ever.
Mm-hmm.
Truly. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
I want to talk about a little bit about the GLP-1s and Ozempic and things because it's something that I'm seeing a lot of, especially in the use of young children. And so I'm doing an investigation on that right now because I think that's very sickening to me.
Yeah.
I don't want little children being tested on with a drug that we don't know how it's going to affect their fertility. That scares me. But you're saying that you only had a certain amount of side effects. Now, you said some of your friends were on the drugs.
Yes, they're on Ozempic and the other one. I forgot what the other one was called. It was
Zepbound
Reddit?
or
Was it-
trizepatide?
I think it's that. I just
Okay.
said trizepatide.
Did they have any side effects? Did they tell you about any of them?
They threw up.
They threw up. Okay.
They did throw up. They felt tired.
Yeah.
But then after that, they said that they were fine. They felt a little bit like more energetic.
Yeah.
But I feel like the ones that they're on are very different from what I'm experiencing on mine, and according to my doctor, it's better. And, you know, they didn't really want me to be on it in general. Like they said to try anything else before that, and I cut back on a few things, and even before I started, I lost 5 pounds
Okay.
without it.
So why'd you go on it if you knew you could lose without it?
Because I wasn't happy, and I wanted to shed off what I had fast.
Oh, so you actually, because you wanted a shortcut.
Yeah. More or less, yeah.
You know, I
guess
really
you can call
appreciate
that-
your honesty. I really like how honest you are. It's so refreshing.
Thank you.
You have no idea how many girls I've had so many fat girls come on and they don't tell the truth. And I'm like, why are you just lying?
A lot of people just don't like me for my honesty, if I'm being completely honest.
I freaking love you for your honesty. I'm like so down with your honesty and your courageousness to speak the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. Even like you saying the word fat and obese today, like that's progress. That is so
Thank
much
you.
progress because if you don't ever feel safe to say it, then you'll probably never say it.
Yeah.
And there may be someone who really needs to hear it that will never hear it because people are too afraid. So I'm so grateful for your honesty and your truthfulness about it and around it.
Thank you. I honestly feel comfortable, so even then,
That's
thank
good.
you.
That's good. So anyone watching, they know that it's a chill vibe. It's a chill
Yes,
vibe.
it is a chill vibe.
Okay, so for the Ozempic, the trizepatide, these drugs for weight loss, I do want to just tell you, I can give you all the information off screen too, but there are so many side effects like you know of, but they don't always come like right away. So thyroid, C-cell tumor. Did your doctor like disclose that was a risk of taking these drugs?
Not this one. They disclosed the other two,
A
but
lot. There's way more than 2.
there's
For all the GLP-1s.
oh wow, they only told me about 3 because I didn't even know.
They are supposed to tell you more than they are telling the public, which
wow.
really concerns me. Because you can read on the FDA label of these drugs, it has like a list of what the pediatricians and what the doctors are supposed to tell the patient when they prescribe these drugs. And I interviewed a lady who's paralyzed below her body, and she was taking Zepbound like you. And she was paralyzed but below her hips. She is paralyzed like throughout the day, and she's off the drug now. But now it's been months and she's still paralyzed. She's having vision loss, she's having heart palpitations in her sleep, she's still nauseous, she's having gastrointestinal issues, because what it does, it slows down our stomach, and it slows down how we process food, but it also slows down our colon. So people are having to get their colons removed in 2025 and have ileostomy bags outside their body.
Oh, wow.
Because their body can't produce it anymore. So I'm telling you this not to scare you, but just because I'm concerned, and I don't want that for you. I want you to be, because I know you can do it naturally, 100%. If I lost 160 pounds naturally, I know you can too.
Yeah.
So I just want to tell you that, because I don't think that they're a good long-term
drug.
So
yeah, no, I don't want to be. I don't want to be on long-term drug. Yeah, I will be getting off of it soon.
Really?
Yeah, it was only a temporary thing. I wanted to try it, see it out, see how it does. It hasn't been bad lately.
But we don't know. So for example, do you ever want to have kids?
Yeah.
They have not tested what it's going to do to babies and the future children of us. They don't know. They have zero data on what it's going to do. But you want to know something really weird? They gave these drugs to rats and bunnies, and then the bunnies and rabbits had babies. Those babies came out autistic and with fetal harm, growth issues, they were not fully grown, their limbs weren't fully grown, and brain development issues. And so that's super concerning to me. So that means that anyone who takes this drug, their future children could potentially, we don't know, we have no data, which is terrifying, of what it's going to do to our future children.
Oh, wow.
So even the children that are taking this drug, their future children, we have no idea, because they haven't tested it that long, and this drug hasn't even been out that long. They started producing it in the 2000s. Wow. So it's really not a drug that's been out for a year. So I'm just telling you that, because if you want to have kids, I would get off it as soon as possible. And also just read the FDA label insert and the research about it, because it's just so scary. I saw this lady on X, she said her daughter died from taking this drug.
Oh, wow.
And that broke my heart. Her child, her baby that hasn't even grown up yet, died from this drug. And nobody's talking about it. People are killing themselves in London from this drug. But that's not being reported as much in America. You have to really dig deep to find that information. So when do you think you're going to get off of it? When were you planning to get off of it? Or were you planning to get off of it?
Oh, no, I was planning to get off of it. I wasn't planning on taking it forever or anything like that. I wanted to give myself another month.
Okay.
I already finished this month, technically. And I have my other dosage coming in.
And are you going to take that dosage, or are you thinking about sending it back? You can send it back.
I could send it back, but I do want to give it one more month.
Why?
I just to see how it changes me and how it goes, how it feels. See if it can help me a little more, and then after that I will be stopping it, because I only gave myself 3 months.
Why did you decide 3 months as the mark?
I don't know. To be honest, I just I feel like 5 is too much.
Is that what the doctor recommended, 5?
The doctor recommended 6 or 7.
6 months?
6 or 7, and then
how much weight you wanted to you told him your goal was 120?
Yeah. And
he said that's a good goal.
They said that 140 would be okay.
Really? Mhm. That's okay, 140. And really?
I think it's just because I'm compressed.
Was he okay weighing you?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were okay weighing me. I asked them, because I went in and I told them
did they tell you you were obese?
Yes.
They did. How did you feel when they said you were obese?
Not good.
Not good. Okay.
That's why it's like a mixture of both. It was not good, and that's why I still want to continue.
So what, let me ask you this. What has had you decide that it's better than the natural way?
I've tried the natural way multiple times, and it just takes a lot of time.
Okay, so what if I told you that you could have your cake and eat it too? but you just have to make it with different ingredients. Would that sound pretty cool to you?
That would.
That is how I lost the weight. I did not lose the weight by drinking water for months or doing a smoothie diet or the keto. Like, I didn't do any of that.
Mm-hmm.
I made my Burger King order at home. Legit. I kept the patties in the freezer, the turkey bacon, and I just made like bacon cheeseburger at home with like wrapped in lettuce. You know what I mean? Like, I still enjoyed it. And I think that people, not you, like everyone included, has this mindset that it's going to be gross. It's not going to taste good. I have to deprive myself, but you don't. You do not have to do that. You just swap the ingredients. You know, instead of using full fat beef, you just use lean. And you don't even taste the difference. And you just use low fat cheese instead of full fat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's stopping you from taking that route? Or is it that you just don't have the tools or know how?
It's probably I don't have the tools or know how, and then also it's I don't have a gallbladder, so it's very hard to lose weight.
But still possible, as you know.
Yeah, it's still possible, but
Gallbladder disease is also an issue with Ozempic, which is interesting. And you don't have
it
one.
can't harm me.
No, but all the other organs it could.
Yeah,
Does that
and
concern you?
it does concern me, but
Not enough to stop it right now. Why is that?
Life is about risk, and
But you don't have to be elaborate. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to take that risk. A thyroid C-cell tumor is like not curable right now. Like, there's no cure for that, and you could get that anytime.
yeah.
Does that?
It scares me. It does, but again, I'm not on this for long term, and I know it can possibly affect me even after I'm done taking it. But it's already too late now.
No, it's not too late now. No, it's not, because these drugs last in your blood for a long time. Do you know the ingredients of this drug?
Not fully, no. Not by heart, actually.
There are other ingredients, like car toll-derived chemical. They use antifreeze inside of this drug and some kind of fertilizer. And those 3 ingredients I just mentioned are not, like, why do you need to put that in a drug for weight loss? There's no reason for why they're doing that, except for the fact that it's going to harm you later on. When you look at what does that do to the human body over a long period of time, because, like, you know, these drugs stay in your body for a long time so that they work. And then when you look at the ingredients and you ask, what do these ingredients do in your body over time? The answer is that it's not good for long-term use.
Yeah, and
it can cause severe problems down the road.
Yeah, and that's what my doctor told me. And then they said once you are off of it, in order for you to stay the weight that you want, you do have to be on a diet. But if you could
have your cake and eat it too, and you didn't have to take any of those risks, wouldn't you choose that? Like, I can literally give you a recipe right now for a cake that you can eat and a burger you can eat. Like, whatever food you love, I can make you and find you, and I probably already have the recipes for it. And you can enjoy food, and you can eat. You don't have to not eat food. You can eat whatever you want, and I can literally make a recipe for any of those foods, and all you have to do is make it at home. Like, if I told you it was that simple, would you kind of be like, I would rather do that than be elaborate to these companies that don't care about me? They just care about making money from me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but you're still not going to get off the drug.
I just want 1 more month.
That is just so interesting.
Yeah, I know. I agree with what you're saying, and I do want it, but I feel like I'm the type of person that needs that little push, and this is helping me.
You can get that push from fiber. You can get that push from sunlight. You can get that push from a walk. You don't even need the drug for that push. You get no side effects. But you get better skin, you'd have more energy, you'd feel better. But the drug doesn't necessarily do that for you.
Yeah, the drug does give me energy, and it makes me feel 10 times lighter, to be honest, even though I am 10 times lighter. But it's just the nausea. That's like the only side effect.
But that sucks. That is just not fun. You don't have to go through that if you just eat whole foods.
But even then, without like having a gallbladder in general, I do get waves of nausea in general.
Okay.
So it's a part of life.
No, but it shouldn't be. And I think that can also be reduced by like a whole foods diet.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know.
If you knew how to make all the food, like you were agreeing earlier, if you knew how to make all that food yourself, you would do it.
Yeah.
So what's stopping you from doing that instead?
I gotta learn how to cook. I'm not a chef.
I wasn't a chef either.
I have to learn.
I was not a chef either. They didn't teach us in school. I don't know why.
No.
I felt like that was a kind of setting us up for failure. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Why didn't they teach us how to cook in school?
Except in college, you had to take culinary arts, but not in like high school or.
I didn't go to college. I don't know anything about that, but High school?
Currently in college.
Really?
Yeah.
What year?
I honestly, I guess you can say I'm considered still a freshman, even though I am 24 years old. But
23 or 24?
24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just because I did stop for a while. I did stop going to school for a while, and I want to say I'm a freshman, but honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I am not that smart.
So what's stopping you from getting off of this drug is because you don't know how to cook? Or because you like the easy way out?
I'm just stubborn, and I set a goal for myself, and it was 3 months.
You can achieve that goal without being a lab rat and possibly never having kids. You are basically sacrificing the...
But I feel like I already did since I'm already, taking it, I already made that risk, you know?
The sooner you stop, the more likely you are to actually be healthy and not have any more problems. The more you do it, the more you're giving your body to grow the C-cell tumor if it was to grow, to get these diseases if it were to come. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like saying it's like a cocaine addict being like, oh, well, I'm already doing cocaine, so it's fine. Just do 1 more month. It's still very bad for you, either way you put it.
Yeah, I guess. But I would be lying to you if I said I would get off of it right now.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out what the real reason you won't get off of it. I think it's because, and I could be wrong, you can tell me if I'm wrong, I think it's because you genuinely want the shortcut out, the shortcut.
Probably.
I think that's why a lot of people take it. And I think that you're missing so much value in the natural journey.
Yeah, I think that is true.
And what happens when you get off of it? Because your hunger is going to come back. And you still don't know how to cook. So when are you going to learn to cook? How are you going to learn to cook? Do you care to learn how to cook?
I'm hoping by today you can help me.
I definitely can.
After this, I want some lessons. I need some printouts of recipes. And
I got you. You can just subscribe to the Substack. That's gonna help a lot. All of you guys should subscribe to the Substack too. But yeah, when you get off the drug, what's your game plan? A lot of people get off these drugs and they gain all the way back plus more.
I guess not a month ago. I went 2 weeks after taking it. I stopped for a bit just because it wasn't because I chose to, but it was just because I was on a cruise. So couldn't take it.
Did you gain weight when you did that?
No, because I still wasn't hungry.
That's how long it lasted.
I don't it's probably still in my body, but honestly, I feel like it's gonna change how I eat things. Because even with before then, again with musical theater and stuff, it's not that I'm starving myself, but I did start portioning my stuff before I started it. I started portioning out what I was eating. Watching my carbs, watching everything, exercising, and I feel like I can manage that.
So when you get off the drug, your plan is to portion?
Still do portions, basically, not necessarily eat the same way that I'm eating, because I feel like eating basically, how I'm eating now is not the greatest.
See, that's what I mean. It's also enabling you being able to eat whatever you want, but the drug is going to just kind of suppress the amount you can eat, so you're cool with it.
It's more like I'm eating healthy. I am eating healthy, but I just get full. So I'm not eating a lot of fast food. I cut that out. I don't eat chips. I cut chips out of my diet. Soda is starting to get cut out. As for alcohol, that needs to get a little more cut out. But I feel like it wouldn't be hard for me to eat.
Okay, well, alcohol is I think mocktails might become your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
They're worth it.
And I had some, and they're good.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And also, I would want to say to you, sugar and flour, if you can be abstinent from those when you get off the drug, I think it'll change your life. It'll change your skin. It'll change your energy, but it'll also change your life. And like I was telling you earlier, it's not about never eating them again. It's about learning how to make your favorite foods that have sugar and flour in them with different ingredients.
Mm-hmm. And
if you'd be open to trying that, I would be so happy to send you all the recipes and things.
I am down.
Really?
I am down.
And you would learn how to cook.
Yes. I am not saying I don't know how to cook. I know how to cook certain things. But I'm teachable.
You're teachable. Okay, I like that.
I am teachable.
I like that. Do you think everyone should know how to cook?
Yes. I think it's a part of life that everybody needs to do it, because one day you're not going to have other people around you to do it for you. Mm-hmm. And it matters because you only have yourself in the end.
That is true. That's very true. And God. I do believe we have a God.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we wrap, I'm just curious, do you have any questions for me or anything you'd like to talk about? or say?
I want to mention In the Eyes of Flies with Christian Allen as the director and producer. That film, I got to play an obese person. Kid.
Interesting. They casted you as an obese person.
Mhm.
How did that make you feel?
At first, if I'm being completely honest, when they did the casting, I was casted as the pretty supporting role friend of Meg. And due to circumstances, since I had the experience with scare acting and stuff, because this is it's like a horror thing, they ended up switching the role and having me be the lead instead of the supporting. So it was kind of funny.
Why did they do that?
I think it's just because of my experience with scare acting and with Meg. She just becomes this, not I want to say possessed, but she becomes this fly. This fly that bends the men to her will. Yeah, in this dark film.
Interesting. Okay. And what made you inspired to come on today?
Honestly, I did see a few of your podcasts and stuff. I thought it would be interesting to see your opinion on certain things, and honestly, it was very interesting.
Okay. Do you have any other questions or anything before we close?
No, I don't think I do. But do you have any questions for me? Like, besides, like, In the Eyes of Flies or anything like that? That's, like, the main project that's happening right now.
In the Eyes of Flies? I don't know anything about In the Eyes of Flies.
Okay. Well, Meg, so basically it's a swim party.
Okay.
It's there's jocks there, pretty boys. You have the three pretty boys, and then you have the supporting role best friend.
And that's you?
No, it was Anastasia, which was played by Emily. She was, the skinnier, pretty blonde.
Were you sad that she got that role and not you?
No, actually, I was happy that I got the lead.
Okay.
Because it feels good getting a lead instead of, like, being a supporting role. Because I've had a lot of supporting roles, and this was, like, all eyes on me. The story's about Meg. And basically, she has a crush on this swim guy because they're in a water polo team. And she has this gift. And he ends up, like, it's like this horror prank. They ended up pranking her. And she ended up dying.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Where can people watch this?
Honestly, it's getting sent out around to film, like, to
Filmmakers?
film festivals and stuff like that. But it should be out soon. There's no date yet.
All right.
But you will be seeing me on there. And Christian Allen, he's a phenomenal director. And he really, like, I'm very grateful that he casted me as Meg. Even though, like, that was the biggest I was. And honestly, the film did help me lose weight even more.
All right.
Yeah, it wanted me to lose weight even more. And, yeah, I just... With her, though, with Meg, she was bullied. But in the end of the film, she gained her power back.
Gained her power back? What do you mean by that?
Like, she, I can't give too much away with the film right now. But,
sounds a little body positive.
She made her, I guess...
Comeback.
She made her comeback. Not necessarily, I wouldn't say revenge, but she made, this man, her crush, bend to her will.
Huh. You promote, you like that idea.
That
sounds like promoting obesity now.
I don't know. Honestly, it's a mixture.
Sounds like it's glamorizing obesity.
I love the film.
You love glamorizing obesity too. You were kind of a part of it now, huh?
Yes and no. I still have, there's still, it's a hard topic for me.
What do you mean, obesity?
Yeah, like, I agree with what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. And, but it's just where I'm set on, where my heart is set about telling these people that they are big. It's just really hard. And, sometimes, like, I do agree at the slightest with obese people being comfortable enough to post them. Like,
But earlier you said that you didn't think that women in bikinis should post.
That's even a bikini. Now, if you're clothed and everything, then that's
I think if you're
different.
clothed, don't do it either because you don't look good enough to be on anything.
And again, like I agree partially with what you're saying, and you did open my eyes about another perspective of it. But I also still have my opinion.
Sure. No, of course you will.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is you kind of know that your opinion isn't actually correct, if you will, or you know that your opinion isn't based in reality or in something that's healthy. You know that. I mean, that's what you've said on today. You've said like, I know obesity is not healthy. I know it shouldn't be glamorized. I know it shouldn't, which is a really good thing that you can at least admit that, because a lot of people will just sit here and say obesity is healthy, obesity is beautiful, and you and I both know that's not true. And what's funny enough is you're actually on a GLP-1 drug. Mm-hmm. Even though you're still saying you think they're beautiful and should be comfortable in their skin, you're not comfortable in your skin, and you're on a GLP-1, and you're also saying that women should feel comfortable in their skin, even though you know.
It's because I'm starting to get comfortable in my skin. Like, I'm starting
because you're losing weight.
Yes.
And that is what's so interesting, because you actually innately know, even if you're too scared to admit it or too afraid to admit it or don't want to admit it, because people will get mad at you, because people will get mad at you. And those are the people that need the truth too, because they're not aware that this is really harming a lot of young girls, which is why I care so much, because it really harmed me, as I told you. Yeah. And it sounds like it might have harmed you along the way.
It has.
Yeah, there you go. So we both can agree on that. And so I think that I'm so happy that you just have the courage to say, you know, I actually do kind of like, I see your point, I agree with you, and you're kind of right. Like, I really appreciate your courage to say that, and that you have enough courage to do that. Yeah. That's awesome. So I'm just so grateful that you came on today and came all the way out here. Thank you so much. And if you would just share with the audience where they can find you. That'd be awesome. Yes, I can. Thank you for having me, by the way. Of course. It was worth the drive, honestly. It's beautiful. You can find my social medias at HotBrie101. Instagram and TikTok are the same. It's HHOTBRE101. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching the podcast today. I'm so glad we got to have Briana on. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe to our Substack as well down below. That's the best way you can support our show and support it keep happening. So thank you so much, you guys. We'll see you all the time.